discussing Israel, Palestine with my parents, and this is an example of what I was talking about, of how it can be hard to talk with certain people about things. My parents are of one mind on the subject, and aren't really open to other points of view or interpretations. And it's kind of frustrating to talk to somebody who has a conversation with you but isn't really open to seeing a different point of view. But it's good for me to see that, because there may be times when I am not open to a different point of view when I'm talking to someone. And I guess when I talk with my parents, I can see the way that they are, that maybe is not something that I want to copy. And I can see how when I was little, that was what I knew, and so I did copy it. And it's interesting to see it now in a different perspective. The other piece too that's unfortunate is that I can't really convince them, or even have just a real honest dialogue, because they, my father, for instance, he asks questions, but they're kind of rhetorical. He's not really looking for my point of view. And my father's a very intelligent person, but he definitely has limits to his worldview. Anybody does, but I'm seeing the limits to his worldview and to his ability or his willingness to use his intelligence. So I guess I'm kind of seeing my parents with more clarity than I have in the past through this conversation. And, it definitely makes me question my own views, makes me feel a little guilty for having views that clash with those of my parents. But, it's also kind of helping me to see that, I do have different views. I'm my own person. And, again, those views aren't set in stone, especially on such a volatile topic. I think precisely because so many people's views are set in stone, we've got these terrible situations going on in the world. So, having a view that's set in stone is kind of dangerous. So, there's always something to learn.